Well, the top side streets are a dangerous place, so you better tune in to a credible face like this one. Yeah, this one. And you know he's not alone, and they're coming in hot. We got a Lake so Stan and a guy who really likes baseball. I don't know why he likes baseball.
What's up, everybody? Happy Friday. We made it. It's the Happy Hour Show. The Happy Hour Show, I felt like I had so much to do today that we started 15 minutes early. We're like, who cares? Let's go. I apologize to those that were just devastated, absolutely devastated this morning that we didn't do the morning marketplace. But here's the thing, gang. I streamed for what can only be described as like 72 hours yesterday, okay? And I just needed the day. I needed the morning. We took Bandino to the vet. So it was good times. Who do we got in the streets this morning? We got Rowdy Rods up in here. Devlar, Borland, Garen's here. Josh Rohn, what's up? Shout out Josh Rohn. He came on the playback stream last night, which was a lot of fun. James Gillis in the house. JJL Smith still on vacay in Fiji. He's going to live there forever now. Stephane St. Pierre. I feel like we haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you. Steve's here. RA Superstar, T-Dog's here, Stubbs. I'm glad you had a half day. Who else is here? Jack Dawson. Who else? Getty, the professional. That's right. We put on a caller. Ghost of Greg Oden also was on the playback stream last night. For those of you that missed out, first time we did it, we're going to do it again for sure during the finals. But we use this app or this program called Playback where we're able to stream the game like live. You know, no delay, all of that stuff. So it's good. Good times. Big tickets up in here. PPE, Daniel Lopes. Good to see everybody. We are 14 minutes away from the drop. Let's go see. I wanted to know, like, who's lining up today. I want to do a quick refresh, too. I wanted to see if they were streaming today. No, it looks like they're still offline. But about 14 minutes to go. I know there's a lot of questions. Also, it's a happy hour. We gotta get this Harpoon summer. Got to get the summer ready to go. Ooh, T-Dog was there last night, but he's a big baller. There we go. Yeah, the playback thing was sick, guys. I'm excited to do that. Also, we've got this fun little beer glass here. It's no ads, but whatever. Come on. Really? It's not going to focus on it? Springdale Beer Company, anyways. Coach Finstock in the house. There we go. Sargon's lining up. Stefan says Max Packs only for the archives. Speaking of which, because I own the best of the W, we got airdrop today. We got a fun little airdrop, so I'm going to rip that in a second. We're going to rip that in a second. Also, listen, you know us. We're going to do some giveaways as well. Let's get this started, huh? In order to qualify for the giveaway today, you get like the stream, subscribe to the old Timmy Hold, and then hashtag run it back. See what I did there, though? Snuck a W in there. It's almost like that's how you spell it. T-Dog asked if we're doing it tonight. We're not doing it tonight because your boys get some plans. But I think the plan is either game 7 or game 1 of the finals. We'll do it. So get that, like the stream, get the run it back in there, make it happen. There we go. But we'll pull some of those in a little bit. As far as lining up for the packs, like let's look at the pack content if we shall, huh? I also should say some of the giveaways people donated Bruce Brown and Jaylen Brown playoff moments, so a lot happening. But I'm gonna pull up what's actually happening. What's actually happening in this drop? You know what I'm saying? Let's see what we got. Actually, Jeb Bush says, how about every finals game? Yeah, there's definitely potential for that. I'm a little hesitant to commit to anything. But who knows? All right, let me just see. I want to see what we got for contents. We'll look at that, and then we need to talk. There's a lot of stuff happened today. I believe 3,500 packs, right? 35 up for grabs. And here we go. We got Deanna Nolan, Sylvia Foles, Stu Bird, Sophia Young, Malcolm, Becky Hammond, Katie Smith, Lisa Leslie, and then we've got some commons that we're gonna rip in a little bit. So I am gonna be in line. I'm excited for this. Sargon's right. Let's get it up, baby. Let's get it up. But before I rip a pack, we get some fun stuff that's just like an idea of what we're doing today. So we're gonna talk some toppy shoddy and hopefully rip some packs for the first 40 minutes or so, and then James, potentially Mihal, are gonna come on around 3:30 Eastern. We're gonna talk some F1 because we got Monaco this weekend, which is very exciting. Very exciting. And then I don't know, maybe we'll rip some more packs. We'll see where the day takes us. But Top Shot dropped a little announcement. Well, actually, before we say Top Shot dropped an announcement, shout out to the POG community, POG Digital, Fidgetal, whatever they're calling themselves. Big scoop last night. They broke the news about the new GM. And then Top Shot went ahead and announced that today. So Janie is officially the GM, and that's something that we knew, right, for a long time. I mean, we were like joking that we didn't know. We just thought it was weird they weren't saying it. So from my understanding, has actually been the GM for like the last 2 months or so, maybe a little bit longer. But excited that it's official. And I kept saying the same stuff, that I think like transparency and infrastructure around leadership is important. And this, to me, like whether you agree or disagree or whatever, I think it's a step in the right direction, knowing who is in charge. And that way, like if things go well, that person should get some flowers. And if things don't do well, like that's who we know needs to be held accountable, So I'm looking forward to that. And curious. I'm curious to see what changes, because I think a lot of people are under the impression that this is brand new, right? Holy shit, we have a new GM. They announced it today. But we have to remember this GM was in place during the last couple months. So I think that's something to keep in mind. I need to get a sip in here though, right? So I'm looking forward to it. I don't know. Maybe we'll even share a little something too. It is funny. I know I said a while ago about like the DMs, and it is funny that they were from the GM, which I think is I think it's a funny thing, and I'm looking forward to seeing how our relationship develops as we move forward. So that's fun. Let's double check here on the stream. So we got nine minutes ago. I'm gonna rip a pack in a second. I want to see. I'm surprised they don't have anybody streaming this. Surprised they don't. But let's rip this first thing that I got here, huh? Let's rip it, and rip it. Hold on, I'm trying to catch up with some of the chat over here. Oh my god. Stefan St. Pierre says lower the pitchfork now. No way, dude. Pitchfork's still high, because that's my thing, man. Whatever. No, we're not gonna do it. Here we go. Now it says common. They adjusted it. Let's I feel like we need to. I wonder if anybody replied to our tweet about that. Let's quote tweet it, and we'll say it's been adjusted back to common. There we go. So that's good. Maybe we did our own hard, heavy reporting there. So let's rip this. Let's rip this bad boy and see what we got here. I am excited for this drop. I really am. There are some pretty fire. The run it backs, even though the Sylvia Foles was like there's an error in that. I am excited for some of these, especially the Sue Bird. Give me the Sue Bird. Here we go. First up, low cereal 235, baby. Ivory Lotta. Let's look at it. The Atlanta Dream. A lot of questions. Questions around why is this footage so grainy? 2008, not 1888. Listen, I'm always ready to throw an alley-oop on an alley-oop slam dunkaroo on Top Shot. My guess is this probably has more to do with the WNBA, right? I'm sure they're the ones approving and sending over the footage, would be my guess. It is funny though. It looks like they ripped it from YouTube. Like how sometimes you rip a video from YouTube and the quality's a little bit lower. Lindsay Whalen. All right, here we go. Big Whalen fan from the Connecticut Mohegan Sun right there. Let's see it. All the way to the house. And one. Count it. Count it. Over. Oh, sorry. Sorry, Kevin Forge, over the San Antonio Silver Stars. Yeah, typically local. There we go. Yeah, I agree with this, right? Get W. Watch your work. Get them on the stream. I do hope they're streaming. Somebody asked if we were hosting trivia today, and my hope was that maybe Lisa Leslie is hosting this drop with somebody from Top Shot or WNBA Top Shot. I think that's the way to go. Getty's saying to play the music. I'll do that for the run it back. Ooh, another Trippy Digi. Oh, dude, I am cornering the Ivory Trippy Digi cereals, okay? I'm starting my own Discord, triple digits to the moon. These are all worth $48 each. Federico asks max packs, min packs, no packs. Yeah, I'm lining up for both of these. But again, not financial advice, right? I don't know. How do we feel about this, guys? Did we just win? Did we win the lottery? Here we go. 3 moments pulled. 2 of the 11 so far. 2 of the 11. Latte lattes you got there. Excellent. Excellent. Only 997 more. Got to collect them all. All right. Just a reminder to the people. Hashtag W run it back. Like the stream, subscribe. In order to qualify for these giveaways, we'll give away one of those ivories in a little bit. I think that's the move. We come back over here. 5 minutes to go. All right. Put a yes or a no in the chat. Yes, if you are lining up for this. No, if you're not. Curious who's going after what. I don't know. It seems like, right, with the amount of packs, I gotta imagine people are going after this. I think these are going to sell out pretty quickly. A lot of yeses. I'm not even seeing any no's yet. Stefan says yes. JJ, yes. Yes. Borland's the only one. Borland, stand tall, my friend. Stand tall. Be brave. Federico is there for the playback. Yeah, we are definitely going to do that again. I recommend setting up your playback. There's a link in our Discord to do so. So I recommend getting it set up so the next time we do it, you're ready to cook. But we are going. We're gonna do that a bunch, and it was a lot of fun. Shout out to our man Steve Baller Blockchain. TST joined. J Roan, as we talked about. We saw a Dustin and Greg sighting from the Obi-Wan. The Obi-Wan, what's it called? Premiere. So it's pretty cool. That was pretty cool. Yeah, John Michaels, 2,500 for PQ, and then I think general Q is 1,000, correct? Might even be less than that. I can't remember. Also, like, just kind of, to jump back to yesterday's drop. I know we streamed the NFL All Day drop, and a lot of the people that came on who ripped packs, it seemed like we all smashed, right? A lot of W's. Like myself included. I got 2 packs that they were all pretty solid, and I was like, oh yeah, plus EV, suck it, John Boy Beats. And turned out barely got in the green. The Dalvin Cook rare, I think, is going for $61, $62. So $3 over. The price point. And then a lot of commons, like the Herbert's going for 18, I think, which wasn't too bad. So but I think a lot of people, like, when you open the packs, you're like, nice, we nailed this. Rookie badges, all that stuff. And then it ended up being a little bit lower. I guess not lower than we thought. We all thought this was going to be an L. But what does Tony think of the Jane announcement? I think Tony probably approves of this, right? I think this brings back it's like the chaotic energy that Tony wants. You know what I mean? It's the chaotic energy that Tony wants. Tony was trying to shill his own NFT over there, though. Hold on. Let me get over to Top Shot Tony for a second. And he tweeted out yesterday, bidding has come to, or this morning, I'm sorry, bidding has come to Bottom Shot, but when bidding on Top Shot Tony, and this is a great point. Like, I haven't been receiving a lot of bids over here. Look at this, Top Shot Tony. We've got 2 different Top Shot Tonys as well. 2 different ones. There's 2 items. I own both of them. And I don't know, when are people going to get on the Top Shot Tony train? Okay. These should be going for, I don't know, 7 or 8 ETH. Jonathan says playback or watch it on my cable network that I pay for. Jonathan, here's the thing, my friend. You need to have a cable network in order to watch it anyway. So it's just, would you rather listen to Stan Van Gundy and Reggie Miller or Mike Zakarian? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this is where I wanted to know. This is when are people going after the Top Shot Tony? There's a still image one, but I think is this the video one? Also, shout out to OpenSea for continuing to suck. You know what I mean? Just terrible. It's a terrible platform. We'll come back to this. It's taking too long. 2 minutes to go, baby. All right. Do they have a cute? No, this is the round 2. Are they really not streaming the W drop? Man, what the That's disappointing. I hope I'm wrong. I hope they're starting right at 3:00. This is a huge missed opportunity, in my opinion. This is the first drop of the W season. How are you not hyping the shit out of this, man? I don't know. Maybe they're going to start after 3. In my opinion, and I don't know what I'm talking about, right? Let's keep that in mind. I don't know what I'm talking about. But people, this is the right idea. I should do that. But we should be hyping the shit out of this, man. This is the first drop. We should have people hosting this. It should be an interactive thing. I don't know. Yeah, Lisa Leslie did tweet about it. That's why I got excited. I was hoping it was Lisa Leslie was going to do it. I was hoping Lisa Leslie was going to do it. Or, I mean, I don't know. There are plenty of strong content creators who covered the W. That would be great. Like Winsider, we had Aria come on the Watch Your Work pod with Kels and Kev, and that was great. You know? I don't know. Guys. Josh says, Matthew says Top Shot Tony Pog NFT. That to me is the biggest of brains. If Pog wants to get me on board, Dustin has said this too. Ballers should make a Tony NFT. Like, if you really want to win the people over, you need to create an NFT for Tony, and then he'll be an official spokesperson. He'll be an official spokesperson. Get him over there. You know what I'm saying? Get Tony cooking. All right, there we go. Watch Your Work should host this drop. I agree. I keep hoping. Maybe it'll start like the second it goes live, but man. Also, I'm digging this glass, guys. It's my first time using this glass. I got it as a gift. Excited about it. All right, here we go. Drop is live, baby. Drop is live. Also, if anybody gets a spot in line early and wants to come on and rip their pack, I'm going to drop a link into the chat right now. You can just pop into that. And then we're going to rip packs until 3:30 Eastern, and then we're going to pivot to some F1 talk, and then maybe some packs afterwards. James is coming back on, who's been a fun member of the community, and I'm hoping we get Mihal. It's still TBD on the Mihal situation. I know it's a work day for that man. But let's see. So we want to get sub 2,500 here in this drop. Let me know in the chat what number you get. I'm curious how many people have lined up for this. Oh, the way, no matter how many drops I've lined up for, this happens every time. Every time I line up, I'm like, good God, is this going to happen? Come on. Wow, we snuck in, baby. We snuck in. Influencer status. Bang. Daniel says F1 talk is the worst with all capital letters. Daniel, suck it, my friend. Here's a good little mental health check for you to remind you where you are today. But I'm just not going to do it, guys. And it feels good to not cave to the chat because I am the boss. Like I said earlier, I'm in charge today. I am in charge. You can't tell me what to do. I love the different variations of where I am haircut wise. You know what I'm saying? Like wild, like that was some real European soccer vibes right there. Federico with a 95 bang. Love that. Sargon missed, Dan missed, Scott with a triple digi, bagged wine missed, Matt missed, Devlar with a miss. Desi made it though, or Decky. Who else hit? Wow, a lot of people missed, man. There were a lot of people lined up, huh? Finstock in there. Who else? Stefan just missed. Rowdy Rod smashed it, baby. Who else? Milo goes to college, nailed it. Yeah. Oh, there's 2,500. Each drop is like a different mic. It's great. I know, right? This is the I keep wanting to say metaverse, the multiverse, if you will, the multiverse. Did a new challenge go live too? What's this? Coming up in the air, WNBA Flash Challenge. Turn all 7 WNBA games Friday, Saturday, Sunday for most 3-pointers to get a rise with us. There we go. I'm glad they got a new challenge. Pulled a mic and lined up, not intending to purchase, and got a 109. Bang! Listen, seriously, if you guys want to come on and rip, come on over, baby, and we'll rip. Soul Bro said I was at 2556. Well, buckle up, Soul Bro. You're gonna hope for bad Wi-Fi is what you're rooting for. You want that G-done Wi-Fi, so you got a shot at this, okay? Let's give some. Ooh, a 994. This stream is moving. I wonder if a lot of people bailed on it. I'm gonna refresh to see if they have 394. They did not stream this. Man, why? What are we doing, guys? What are we doing? I'm so disappointed, man. This is the fastest queue in the history of the world. I didn't realize I was going to be able to rip right away. JJ says his girlfriend missed. She's pissed. Damn, that's tough. Tough scene. I'm going to share this link one more time, too. Get in here. Come rip. Oh, yeah, Willis. Good call, Willis. Let me get that drop while I go pay for this in a second. Where is that? I don't even remember where that one is. Where is the freaking out? We've got so many drops at this point. Oh, here we go. I feel like people are freaking out enough. Why am I the only one losing my mind? What is happening? Yeah, I don't understand. All right, why did it stop at 94? I feel like I screwed something up. Let's refresh. All right. Now I'm nervous. Am I still going to get one? All right, it looks like it's my turn. I'm going to stop sharing screen for a second while I do it. Wow. Whew. All right, here we go. It's time to buy. Let's go. All right, hold on. Sorry, guys. Here we go. Paid for it. Let's see. Let's give something away, too, before I absolutely rip one of this stuff. Kunk City says predicts right here. Predicts for Sue Bird. I like this. All right, let's see. Let's give something away. Last call. Ready? Last call right here. You're going to put hashtag run it back. There's only 55 entries. Wake up, sheep. You're going to like the stream, subscribe, put hashtag run it back. Maybe I'll rip the pack first, and then we'll give something away. That way we can do it. AJB says, I'm getting a pack at 3,200, it looks like. So there must have been a handful of people that lined up being like, oh, shit, I did get one. Daniel Moore, I know you hate F1, but you also just see. Listen, guys, I was doing a little play on words. Hashtag run it back, but there's a W in there because it's a W run it back. You see what I'm doing? You see what I did there? So get that in. I'll let this fill up. Soul Bro got one. Hell yeah. Let's go. Devlar said start at 4,700, now at 1,300. All right. So a lot of people must have dipped out. Sorry, doing two things at once. All right, here we go. Dapper emailing me being like, yo, you paid for it. Excellent job. All right, let's do it. Let's rip this bad boy. Let's see if it's the same music. I don't think you're. Wow. Sorry, the music's being weird on my end. What is going on here? All right, I'm not gonna play the music. It's being weird. On my end. All right, only 3 moments in here. General queue waiting room already open. There we go. All right, here we go. Let's see. I want to make sure I open my run it back last. So that's my run it back. There we go. Bang. There it is. All right, let's do this. Here we go, baby. Oh, 138. We're in the triple digit club. Let's go, McWilliams Franklin. We're going to watch these moments. Come on, Taj. Let's go. Big dub for Detroit Shock. On. And one. Give me an and one challenge. I want a 3-point play challenge. You love this. What moments are you hoping to rip? I would love that Sue Bird. So I'm down. I'm down for it. All right, here we go. Number 2. Oh, championship badge there too. Ooh, more Ivory Latta. We got a lot of Lattas. We're whatever. We'll watch it again. We'll watch it again. Dude, I am seriously. Boom. Buckets. For 3. Hope that's a bottleneck. All right, here we go. The last one of the day. Run it back time. Here we go. Here we go. San Antonio Silver Stars, 255. Becky Hammond. We'll take the Becky dub. Let's go. Las Vegas Aces coaches. We love anyone in the Popovich coach tree right here. What a beautiful finish. We will take the Becky Hammond. That's a W. That's a W. I'm trying to, what's the best way to do a W with my body? I feel like Will Ferrell right now. I know. I'm waiting for Overzet to like DM me right now. I'm actually going to tell him that. I just pulled a Hammond on stream and everyone let me know you're related. So funny. All right. We're going to count this as a W. We are excited about this drop. I think we did good, kids. We like it. So there we go. We've got some archives. We got a Becky Hammond. Wait, why isn't she? Oh, because I got to refresh. We'll view my progress. There we go. We're up to 3. It's hilarious that I've now pulled a total of 5 archive moments, but I only have 3 because I got a lot of. There we go. What a dub. We'll take it. Again, if anyone else wants to come on and rip, I thought more people would be ready to fire. I'll drop a link into the chat again. Let's do that. All right, let's fire up the giveaway tree. We've got right now we're gonna do. I can't give the W moments yet, correct? Because they're officially not on the marketplace. But what we will do, we've got a J. Let's start with the Bruce Brown in honor of the Bruce Brown right there, right? We got a Bruce Brown 40K PPE. There is no queue. There's no stream. It seems like. Ooh, Federico hit a Sue Bird. Let's go, Federico. I'll got a Leslie for my rare and Candace Parker triple digi as the commons. We love that. All right, let's give away this. We'll start with the Bruce Brown 40K. So remember, you need to like the stream, subscribe, put hashtag W in the chat. If you win, just shoot me a little DM a Rooney, and I'll get you this moment. So this will be the first draw. Here we go. Winner, chicken dinner. Who's it going to? Devlar. Shout out Devlar. So good. Big dubs for Big Devlar. We love to see it. Devlar, make sure you shoot me a little DM, like I said, so we can get you that. Big hit there. Big hit. Who else pulled some stuff? Who else is hitting stuff right now? So one of the things too, like I think while people are waiting to get theirs, here we go. Antony got number 80, Sophia Young Malcolm. There you go. Milo pulled a Leslie. Let's go. A lot of W's, guys. A lot of W's in the chat. That's fun. We love a W. In honor of the WNBA, we love W's. You know what I mean? But a lot of stuff happened this week. I think this was, an announcement-heavy week, right? We had the Magic news on Monday, which is very exciting. We had the bots, the bot blog. That was exciting. We had the bidding, right? Bidding came. We get the referral codes. And then we also got the announcement of a new the announcement that we've had a GM for the last 2 months. That's pretty good, right? I mean, that's a lot of positive momentum. I don't think we've seen it impact the marketplace too much, but I think like it's still positive stuff, right? I think, oh man, is this an Arrested Development reference, Milo? That's incredible if it is. Ooh, there we go. Rowdy Rod pulled the Sylvia Foles block. There we go. A lot of Foles over here. Sue Bird. All these W's. Look at all these W's. I mean, we did look at the list, right? And they seemed, we love when there's only a few moments, right? They didn't mint like 14, 25 run it backs. There's only a handful. And so you're less likely to get dookie. And I think that's a good sign. But yeah, I think, okay, good. That was a hell yeah, man. Arrested Development, the best. Bob, blah. Love a good reference. All right, let me just double check. Are they still not streaming anything? I promise, guys, I'm not trying to like look for reasons to be feisty either. I really thought they would hype this up. I thought they would hype it up, baby. All right, here we go. I know I can't join again, I don't think, right? You can only get one pack. One pack. I just want to see if it tells me. Oh, it doesn't. All right, let's see. Yeah, no stream, man. Luis, he has put this in there a bunch of times about UFC. I don't think I'm going to do too much UFC talk. I mentioned it yesterday, though, right? So UFC did say they have a new drop coming out. What is it? It is on when is it? June. Is it June? Where the hell is the drop announcement? I know they've got a challenge going on right now. Oh, the dojo pack, right? Yeah, we talked about that yesterday, the dojo pack. The 10th and final moment from the dojo set features GSP, baby. I know there's going to be a lot of excitement around the GSP drop. So that'll be excited. Yeah. Are people, it's okay, Mike, to take out the pitchfork, says Stefan St. Pierre. Thank you very much. Are people still in line right now for this drop for the WNBA run it back? Because I saw, right, so we had over 5,000 people in line, but I know like Jeb was at, what was he at, 3K or 3,200, and he was able to get a pack pretty quickly. So was anybody here in the chat, did anybody line up to get one and then decided not to get one? You won't be shamed. This is a safe space. This is a safe space. Safe space to tell me how you feel. Started at 4,500, stuck at 1531. All right. Did the queue pause? Did the queue pause right now? I was high 3,200s and stopped at 35. I was at from 5,600 to 2,300. Okay. So it looks like it did sell out. So you were at 3K. So it looks like we probably had 500 to 600 people bow out of the drop, right? So that's what happened. So 5,000 lined up, but let's say 4,500, right? Let's say about 4,500 since a lot of people bowed out. Interesting. So not as many as I thought. That's good because for a while, the way that the line was moving early on, it seems like it was a little crazy. Milo, it says appears like you. So yeah, I'm in line. I'm assuming that when I go to check out, right? That when I go to check out, it is going to say I can't get one, right? I'm assuming it's max packs is just one, correct? I'm imagining I can't get two. Who knows though? Who knows? It would be very much like me to get a pack I wasn't supposed to get, right? Right, haters? Haters in the building. There we go. It got a lot warmer in my apartment in like the last 10 minutes. How hot is it right now? What are we at? 73? 73. Okay, it's not that bad. Ooh, we got a swim cash. There we go. So talking about Watch Your Work, and I mentioned playback. I believe on Tuesday night, instead of their normal podcast, what they're going to do is use the playback to stream the Aces Storm game. I think it's Aces Storm on Tuesday night, which I think is at 9 p.m. So definitely tune into that if that's something you're thinking about. Johnny Richard asked if Sylvia Fowles is any good. Yes, Johnny. First ballot Hall of Famer, Sylvia Fowles, one of the GOATs. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. One of the GOATs. But yeah, they're going to stream one of the games on Tuesday. I really recommend checking that out. If you haven't listened to Kevin and Kelsey before, they do a really good job of breaking down the week that was in the WNBA while also talking some WNBA Top Shot as well. Kelsey having this, and speaking of Kelsey, she just texted me saying, can we purchase multiple W packs? Listen, Kelsey, we get the same question here. Same question here. Can we purchase multiple? But definitely, man, recommend checking that out. That'll be good. That'll be good. But speaking of weekend basketball, we have Celtics Heat tonight. Is anybody on the Heat's bandwagon for Game 6? I don't mean that. I'm sure you're rooting. I'm sure there are plenty of people rooting for the Heat because you hate Boston, and I get it. But does anyone, like, in their basketball heart and mind think that they're going to take Game 6 tonight? It would be very Heat of them to win Game 6, right? Everyone's already counted them out. Everybody's banged up. Everybody's hurt. And then they end up getting a win. I don't know. People are asking, I got a Katie Smith rare. Is she good? 530 serial. Deanna Nolan. I really don't think, like, there's not going to be, I wouldn't I don't think there's going to be a lot of losers out of the running backs, but I mean, I think the Sylvia Foles, the Sue Bird, and Becky Hammonds were probably at the top, but I don't know. Devlar says it's over tonight. Even the culture can't get them to win. Right? I know. Let's give away another mom. So you needed to put hashtag W run it back into the chat. You needed to like the stream and subscribe to Team Hold. I believe we are up to how many entries now? I think I can still see that. We're up to 89 entries. Our man Devilar, excuse me, won the first one. The next thing we have is a Jaylen Brown moment, a Jaylen Brown playoff moment. So we're going to give that away in a minute. So make sure you do that. Crate Collector says Golden State going to win it either way. I honestly, like, I'm a homer, guys. I'm a Boston fan. I do think the Celtics are better than the Warriors too. I think this is like a Celtics in 6 situation. They're going to have home court because the Warriors were a 3 seed. The Celtics were a 2 seed. I think the Celtics would have a shot. Based on how many lined up, it doesn't seem like there will be so courtside. Let me go the other way. There was more than half. So right, there was over 5,000 lined up. You needed to have a 30,000 TSS. So that does, disqualify some people. I don't know. We'll see courtside. We'll see. All right. What other takes do I have? Celtics going to get a week of rest too. Yeah. I do think, and again, I don't think the Warriors are bad. I know I've talked a lot of shit about the Warriors, but I think it's going to be a tough series, but the Celtics just match up well. The Celtics match up well. There we go, Chef Prez. I'll definitely put some moments on it for sure. But there's switching defense. I think that's going to give them an edge on them. Hold on, I'm getting tagged in the Discord. All right, hold on. All right, we're all good. Everything's fine. I think the Warriors have home court. They had a better record. Is that true? Let's fact check it right now, Alex. You might be wrong. I'm sorry. You might be right. You might be right. I may be crazy. Wow, that's dude. I can't. Someone else just tell me. Yeah, did Golden State have the better record? That's my bad, gang. My bad. Golden State with the home court advantage. So, man, that changes everything for me. Celtics in 6. It changes nothing. Moment ranks. You want to do a little moment ranks? All right, hold on. Let's spin it. All right, $50 rare. All right, yeah. I'll do it. Stan Love's about to send me a moment anyways. Let's rip this Jaylen Brown right now. Here we go. There's 100 entries. If you win this thing, shoot me the old DM Izzle on the Discord or in Top Shot. Wait. Oh, I thought Veronica won for a second. I was like, holy shit. But it's our man, E. Cruz. My man, E. Cruz. There we go. Congrats, E. Cruz. Celtics in 3. This is a great take, JJL Smith. JJL, your boy Derek White. Balling a little bit. There we go, PPE. Listen, I know right now you're probably multitasking 17 different spaces right now and firing memes into 13 different Discord servers. So I appreciate you having the bandwidth to be able to put that into the chat. All right, people want to do a little moment ranks. Our man James is going to come on momentarily. I'm hoping we get our boy Mihal, but I haven't heard from Mihal, so it might not be happening. Granted, I just told him today, so you can blame it on the alcohol. All right, let's do this. Let's build a moment. Cranks. Steph record break. Yeah, that is if you want to go glass half full for my heart as a Celtics fan, if the Warriors win, Steph's record-breaking 3, getting a champ badge, would not hate that. How does it feel that you finally get the GM announcement? Problem solved? Yeah, right. Listen, I'll go into this one more time, Ryan. I knew that this person was the GM since they DM'd me a couple months ago. And I knew they had been acting as the GM already. I just thought it was peculiar that they weren't sharing that information. And I think infrastructure and transparency is important. So now that we have that information, you have the ability to give that person the flowers when things go well, but also to hold people accountable when stuff doesn't happen when it should happen, So I think that is positive. I think it also, like based on the social media presence and behavior from the GM over the last 2 months, it also makes sense because I think um, any other employee wouldn't be able to do that. I think if they were tweeting in the manner that that person was tweeting and like sharing information, that their boss would be like, "Hey, you have to stop that." And they didn't. So that's how you kind of knew that they were in charge, right? So I'm hopeful. I'm glad we have the information, and I'm hopeful. Like I already, gave the praise too earlier that there was a lot of positive momentum and a lot of positive announcements today. And hopefully moving forward, it's good stuff, right? So there you go. Yeah. Colin says hi, Jane, just in case. I'm sure they're not here. And if they are, I listen, would love to have a chat. If you want to come on, would be open to it. But yeah, let's build up a little moment ranks right now. Let's spin up that lineup. Happy to answer more questions regarding that as well if you would like. I'm open to it. Let's build up a lineup. So we have, listen, game 6. I know our Veronica likes to go out there and play 5 Heat. This is going to be a tough game to do it, I think. I don't know. Do we have the announcement on Tyler Hero yet? Has Tyler Hero been ruled out? Let's see. Underdog. And I feel like sometime. All right, here we go. Underdog NBA. Did we get a tweet out about Tyler Hero? Key news to watch. Marcus, Robert. Okay, all right, all questionable. There we go. Gary Payton could return for game 1 of the finals. That's pretty exciting. Oh, shout out Todd Margaret, though. That's also another one. Yeah, we'll do a little hero drop. The Heat need one. Beautiful. All right, this is how I'm going to build my lineup today. If Moment Ranks will let me. What's going on, bros? Clegaints. Pull your head out of your ass, Clegaints. I'm just kidding. All right, here we go. I think we're ready to build. Like a Web3, bro, I'm here to build, okay? All right, here we go. This is what I'm doing today. I'm fading Kyle Lowry, I'm fading Jimmy Butler, and I'm fading, obviously, Tyler Hero. We are going to start today's build with Gabe Vincent. Oh, I only have a dunk. Damn it. Does Gabe have any other moments? Let's go over to NBA Top Shot and see if Gabe Vincent has any other moments. Because if Gabe, my man, Gabe, there's only one Vincent on the platform. Wild. RA Superstar says the Heat are going to win the finals this year. So this game tonight is the big sorry. Wow. Okay. All right, RA Superstar. He does not. So does Gabe only have one moment? Gosh darn it. Wow. All right. That makes playing Gabe tough. I almost want to take that back. So let's look at Gabe real quick. He needs 8 points to hit the bonus. Man. All right. I honestly, let's just do it. Let's do it for the culture, for the Heat culture. We're playing Gabe Vincent. We're going back to Bam today. I'm expecting a big Bam game. We're going to look at his block first. It's still under 1. So we're going to play the Bam block. I'm expecting, like, if you can bet on a double-double tonight for Bam, that's what I would do. If you want to do a prop bet tonight, Bam hitting a double-double, I think is a W. That would be my prop bet. The Mike Zakarian prop bet of the night. So I'm going to go with that. And then I think it's going to go back down. Yeah, there we go. Mike is touring the Midwest with his accents. First Chicago. And then now we're looking at Jason Tatum there, don't you know? Oh, there, Bobby. That's my entire Minnesota accent comes from Bobby's World. Oh, don't you know there, Bobby? All right, so Jason Tatum, I'm still of the mindset that I think his arm is all shook up. I think his arm's kind of banged up a little bit. He only needs 3 threes to hit the bonus. Now, Jason Tatum has 7 threes in him. Man, I thought he was going to need 4 to hit the bonus, but only needing 3. I think I'm going to the Tatum 3 because, like, he's still going to shoot him, right? I want to check something real quick. I want to check something. Let me see. How many threes did he take last game? I'm going to pull this up right now. Also, I see Anthony Hicks in the house. Good to see you, Anthony. Um, I know, Borland. I know, man. But here it is. We're going to finally get a good Lowry game. Chef Prez, my take is that Lowry's going to play less than 20 minutes tonight. So there you go. I don't know if you can bet on that as well, but that's my take. I think Lowry is not healthy. I think he sucks right now because he's not healthy, and I don't think he's going to play. So Tatum still took 8 threes. He went 2 for 8 yesterday or the other day and took 8 threes. So even though he might be dinged up, he only needs to hit 3 to hit the bonus. I think that's got a higher ceiling than anything else. So let's do a Tatum Trey. Tatum, where's my 3-point baby? There it is. The Tatum Series 2 3-pointer. We're going to throw that in there. Jaylen Brown is the next staffa that we got to find. I'm tempted. So he only needs 3 assists and he needs 3 threes. Man. I mean, oh God, this is tough. This is tough, but Miami wants them to shoot threes. I think I'm going to play the 3, even though it feels a little chalky. But granted, we faded Jimmy Buckets, which is dangerous. Fading him is dangerous. The other thing I kind of wanted to see, so we might have to play Jimmy Butler, even though we don't want to. I mean, he needs 1 3 to hit the bonus. This is like pretty bad. If those don't hit, you got me with a T. No, get out of here, dude. Not financial advice. Marcus Smart also looks just as injured. He only, though, needs 1 steal to hit the bonus now. I'm going to Marcus Smart steal. I'm hoping he's okay. Granted, we got to check in as we get closer to lock to see like what kind of shape he's in, right? So there we go. I think that's our moment ranks lineup of the day right there. So we're going the Gabe Dunk, the Bam. So like I didn't explain this at the top, right? But most of the time, like if you can just everyone's going to be playing Tatum, Bam, Brown, Butler, and Lowry, or Butler and Smart, or something like that, right? So just by not playing Jimmy Butler, this lineup's very different, and you don't have to get too wild. So that's our moment ranks play of the day. We are still, let's take a look over here. We still got a few giveaways. So if you haven't put, I'll put it in the chat too, just because you haven't seen it. If you haven't put hashtag run it back, throw that into the chat. You need to like the stream and subscribe in order to qualify. We're going to do those in maybe like 20 to 30 minutes. We'll take a look at the queue right now. We're still 30 minutes to go, which is perfect timing because for the next 30 minutes, we're going to shoot the shit, talk a little F1 with our man James, who's coming back to the Team Hold stream, his 3rd appearance with us. And honestly, he really is the host of this segment. Again, came through with an entire rundown again today, which again, take notes, everybody. Take notes, people who come on. I'm looking for rundown. So James, what's going on, man?
Hey Mike, how's it going? Doing good today.
Nice. Happy to have you back here. It's always I'm always like I'm trained that we're not going to get 2 race weekends in a row. So I'm very excited that we have another race this weekend.
Absolutely. On to the Jewel in the Crown and Monaco Grand Prix this weekend.
Yeah, this is going to be a fun one. This is like one of the from the Netflix show. I feel like this was one of the first races that got me like super hyped on it. So I'm excited to that was like the one that caught my attention first, I'll say.
Yeah, no, Monaco's, like I said, the one that everyone wants to go to. It's where you bring all of your potential sponsors to, show them off, the boats, the models, the cars, the elegance, the casino. You're racing on a real street track. But with that comes problems because it's not a smooth street track. But we'll talk about that a little bit later on.
Right. Yeah, I'm excited to talk about that. We were Kelsey and I are currently we're getting married in August, and we're currently talking about our honeymoon, which originally we were going to do like right after the wedding, and now we're going to do it next spring. And I think we are going to try to align it to go out there.
That'd be awesome
for this. Yeah. So we've always wanted to go out there for various reasons, and now that I've become an F1 super fan.
Empty your wallets out. You're going to have to sell your Top Shot collection because it's not going to be a cheap thing. Not going to be a cheap experience.
I'm gonna have to sell my Top Shot collection now too. Before I can't wait a couple weeks because I feel like it'll be dripping down. Also, Stubbs giving you a little love here with the backdrop. Look at that. We got a new little backdrop today.
Yeah, I decided to a little bit more exciting than looking at my collection of baseball cards covered by a drape that my HOA decided was not something I could put up on my window. So I use it now to cover up my collection of baseball cards in the stand behind me. Yeah, it's Yuki Tsunoda. I found some non-copyright images and try to put an interesting one up every week to more with the theme of F1.
Yeah, and listen, you know how I feel about Yuki, so I'm glad
That's
I'm
why I
glad
picked
that's
you.
you.
Couldn't find any Daniels.
Yeah, I'll take it. Well, Daniel, I'll save it. I was gonna say Daniel. I saw
Yeah.
ran into a little problem today. So, but we can save that for later. We should probably start with last weekend's Spanish Grand Prix, huh?
Yeah, it was a good race. One of the best things about it was there finally some passing. Barcelona's not a track where you get a lot of passing on. Monaco this week will be a similar thing, and the cars were able to pass. Unfortunately, Leclerc was leading and lost an engine, lost a turbocharger and an MGHU unit, or an MGHK unit, and that put him out. And Verstappen won with good old Perez second. I was picking Hispanic or Spanish-speaking drivers and forgot to pick Perez. We were doing our predictions last week,
That's
so I
right.
should have put Perez up there.
Do you think if if Leclerc didn't run into engine problems, he was going to continue to run away with that, or do you think the Red Bull was going to make a run?
The Red Bulls might have caught him, and also would have been interesting to see because they were on different tire strategies. If Sergio would have been able to track him down first, or if Max would have tracked him down first if they had, because that was part of the complaint that Sergio had, was that he was forced to let Max by, but as
Yeah.
Christian explained to them, he was on separate tire strategies, and ultimately Max was going to be faster because they had gone one way with Max and one way with Sergio. And a lot of times they'll do that with the drivers, because they'll say, well, look, we're going to cover our bases for the constructors title, and we'll put one driver on one strategy and one on another. That way we're probably covered either way. If we put Max on the preferred strategy, because we kind of want him to win because he's got the closest ability to win the driver's title, even though we're early in the season, they'll do that. And the same thing, Mercedes would used to do that with Lewis. But if for some reason we're wrong on the tire strategy and turns out the two stopper's better, then we've got Sergio as backup, and we'll still collect the collector's points, or the constructor's points.
Sorry, hang with me for 1 second. My
No problem.
audio just went out, and it was on my end, so I just need to switch something quickly, and then I'll be.
But also with it was also a good race for George Hamilton.
Sorry, my AirPods.
George Hamilton with Mr. Hamilton or George Russell finishing third, another podium for him, and Hamilton finished fifth after he got passed by Sainz, who finished fourth for the Ferraris.
There we go. Sorry about that. My audio dipped, but I'm back. Can you hear me? Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Cool.
5x5.
Nice. I really enjoyed the race just in general. I thought that was it was a fun one. I think there was a lot of excitement and in different parts of the race too. What was so funny is there was so much chaos that happened early on that I think it set up anyways my brain that I was like, for the next 30 laps we're going to continue to have this same type of chaos. And then really once we got to the halfway point, there wasn't really a lot of movement after that, except for from Lewis, who I felt like kept gaining ground. I feel like if that was a 90-lap race, Lewis was going to end up winning it the way that he was catching up on everybody.
Yeah, no, it was interesting because especially he was really kind of given up after he got run off and had to replace the tire. And he was like, well, hey guys, let's just save the engine. Let's just, pit it. And they're like, no, we think you can get to, I think they're predicting 7th or 8th. And he wound up getting to 5th and would have been 4th, except for an engine overheating problem. I guess he had a water leak in the car and they wanted to back off in the last lap, which is how Sainz got past him.
Yeah.
So yeah, but no, they were definitely making progress, and he was definitely coming back from the bottom. But yeah, definitely. I mean, for top 5 was certainly above expectations for them after he run off the track. And actually, interestingly, Kevin Magnussen originally was pretty irate about it, claiming that he got run off. And a couple days later, he took a look at the video and decided to, maybe that's not really my fault. Maybe I wasn't in a position I should have been, and maybe Lewis did exactly what he was supposed to do, because when I put myself in that position.
I appreciated him walking that back a little bit because it was funny to hear him. And I think this is when my audio cut out earlier, but I wanted to go back. One of the funniest things from I thought was, and I know you referenced it a little bit, was Sergio just being like, hey, can you get Max out of the way? And to be able to hear that, while he was having that conversation, is like, what are we doing here? Like, I can go catch Leclerc on my own, get out of the way. I love being able to hear within the radio while the race is going on.
Yeah, no, that's great. I mean, yeah, they really just bring you into those. Now, some of those are a little bit time delayed. They may not necessarily be live. They're like, maybe 30 seconds delayed.
Yeah.
And of course, when you got of course, they'll clean them up when you get like Yuki swearing or even Max swearing. They clean that part up because, this is a family show.
Right.
But yeah,
right.
no, it is great. And that was actually, he had a good point early in the race because he was making better progress on Leclerc than Max was, and Max wasn't able to get around it because of the problem we'll talk about. The DRS
Mhm.
wasn't opening and wasn't functioning for Max as it should. And there's a lot of questions that have been raised on because the cars are overweight right now.
Right.
They weigh more than their minimum, and you want to run the car at the minimum plus the driver in it. And they are been trying to find any way to take weight out of the cars, even on a little component that component that opens the DRS can't weigh a pound. Probably weighs 7 or 8 ounces at most.
Mhm.
And they're looking to shave as much even off of that. And for reliability purposes, they might have shaved a little too much off of it. They might have over-engineered it, as you might say, on that, and got a little bit, too weight constrained on that.
And I wouldn't
And
say Max was handling that well either. It seemed like he needed to talk to a therapist after that.
yeah, I think they might have had a little chat with Max about that. And the thing where he goes, "I'm hitting a button 15 times. It's not 50 times. It's not working. It's not working." Like, Max, it's not meant to be hit 50
Yeah,
times. You
that
open
was
it once.
awesome.
Yeah.
That was so funny because I mean, I feel like anyone, I don't know why I'm saying this like I have kids, but anyone who does have kids and has tried to explain anything to their child, that was what that conversation sounded like to me, where it was like, why are you hitting it 15 times, Max? You only got to hit it once. like you smashing it is not going to make it go
No.
faster. And also, like, just for any dummies or new people to F1, what is DRS?
Drag reduction system. It
Mhm.
is where if you are within 1 second, or if you're within 1 second of an opponent at a certain spot on the track, and each track has different ones in different locations. I believe there are 2 of those zones in the Spanish Grand Prix.
Mhm.
And if you're within 1 second, you're allowed to open up your rear wing because they're doing this to promote passing. Now, the
Right.
cars themselves this year promote passing because the way they've designed them and to reduce aerodynamic issues with the previous cars that prevented you from passing. But this has been around for about 8 or 10 years now. And this opens up the rear wing. You'll get anywhere between a 10 to 20 km/h boost and allows you to more easily pass a driver. And when you
Mm.
don't get this, you're basically then running against the other car equal up, and you're not getting this advantage because it was put in to promote passing because they had a problem a number of years ago with the cars just simply aren't passing. The races were very processional,
So
and you
like
didn't get a
wherever
lot of
you
excitement.
qualified, that was like your finishing spot.
Other than a pit stop error or an engine
Right.
blow up or a crash, yeah, there was not a lot of passing in those days. I mean, rarely you did, but most of the passes were on pit stop strategies where you brought a car in earlier and you were able to get a good out lap. The other car had a slow in lap and maybe had
Yeah.
a slow pit stop. And that's how they pass cars.
When I first started watching the Netflix series, I pretended that DRS was essentially like from using nitrous in Fast and the Furious. Like that's what I was like. All right, this is a place you can use your super turbo boost.
Yeah, no, pretty accurate. In fact, there's a thing in IndyCar called push to pass, which is
Mhm.
based on the same thing. You get like 50 extra horsepower and you get like 90 seconds of it for your entire race type
Yeah,
of thing. But yeah, same thing. It's basically it's a little extra boost for a short period of time.
yeah.
And then generally what happens is I didn't know that they were I was surprised to learn last week that I knew the system, but I didn't know that they were controlled by buttons on the car. I thought they were electronically actuated through signals because that's to track it with you within the 1 second. And then the way it closes is when you either lift off of the accelerator or you hit the brakes. Or
Mhm.
you can obviously drivers will do both at the same time, possibly in F1.
Yeah.
So
I was surprised by that too because it seems like such a technologically advanced thing to be controlled by a button press.
yeah, it's right. Exactly the same thing. It's like, oh, this is the highest form of racing
Yeah.
technology. There must be little electronic symbols. It's actuated through an electronic servo. No,
Yeah.
a guy pushes the button just like
It's gone.
just like I'm trying to get an elevator to show up for me. Same
Right.
thing. Yeah, I was or trying to do a crosswalk. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
surprised by that too. And the whole thing about Max, just press the button once. Don't press it a bunch of times
Yeah.
because you may be closing it, not opening it.
Right, right. It's so funny. And like one of the things, and it was funny, we talked about this last Friday, but one of actually the way that I had framed it was that it was that Red Bull and Ferrari both got banged around, and then Mercedes all of a sudden put themselves back into contention. And that still kind of happened, but with Red Bull just dominating. Like I think that Mercedes performance made it more of a three company race, but I don't know like how realistic it is that they really can get back into the top 2. But I think because of that Ferrari performance, it made it a little bit more interesting moving forward.
No, it did, and that's one of the things that shakes it up. It's a long season. That was
Yeah.
race, I believe, 6 of 22 now, not 23, because they're not going to replace the Russian
Mm,
Grand Prix. But yeah, no, I mean it'll vary up and down. I mean, last year, remember, Max was leading pretty comfortably with about 6 races left, and Lewis went on a run and just kept finishing first, and Max was finishing second. The lead went down and down and down and down when we got
mhm,
to the final race, and it was all tied up, and then winner take all. So yes, I mean you'll see them vary over time. You'll see teams start off hot and then fall down the rankings. You'll see teams
mm,
that'll start low and then it'll figure out stuff over the year, or bring upgrades, or sometimes even replace a driver if you have to, um, and you'll move up the ranks. So yeah, no, they'll definitely go up and down over the year, and be interesting to see if the good old Merc guys, the Merc team, can get in there now. Maybe not this week, but generally there's gonna be other tracks. Certain tracks suit certain teams,
right.
driving styles, car setups, and just the way the cars are built. And this year it's brand new for a lot of them because brand new cars haven't tried a lot of these, haven't been to these tracks before with this set of specifications.
Do we think like there's any long-term ramifications from Ferrari's engine failing excuse me, failing performance last weekend, or do you think that was just more of a blip and back to business?
Well, the one thing is they're down to, because with the reliability and sustainability they're trying to put through these engines, reducing the component or the costs in general.
Hmm.
They are now going to be down to 3 engines per year to use. And yeah, this is going to affect them in the long term as far as this season, because that's
Yeah.
one less engine. They weren't expecting that engine to be out of, well, actually, it's not going to be the engine. The engines are made up of different components, and you're allowed different components, allowed different numbers per year. You're allocated up different numbers.
Hmm.
This was a turbocharger and an MGHU unit, which I don't know how many of those might also be 3, because there was talk about the they were going to take parts of one of the other engines off and put it on there to run that same engine block, because Monaco isn't a high revving circuit. It's not a
Hmm.
real power circuit. It's more about being able to get around. So this isn't an engine. This isn't a place. Also because of the lack of passing, this isn't a place where you'd want to replace an engine and take a grid penalty on it,
Yeah.
because there's no way you're going to make it up from the back of the grid. You're going to be stuck back there. You might make it into the points if you're lucky. There's potential for carnage at Monaco always, and definitely is going to be safety cars or 2. But you don't want to put yourself as Leclerc this early in the season back in the grid in Monaco, especially it's his home race, and he was
Right.
kind of cursed there. I mean, he's never finished. He's never seen the checkered flag at any race in Monaco, whether in F1 or any other lower series, and
And
it's his home race.
was it like 2 years ago or last year? Was he leading too and then had a similar engine failure? Am I making that
Well,
up?
no, last year he had a crash after he'd won the pole on the final lap
That's what
of
it was.
qualifying, and they replaced the car. But what they didn't know was when he hit the barrier, he damaged the gearbox by driving part of the rear wheels into the gearbox, and it damaged it. And they couldn't. You're not allowed. The cars are in what's called parc fermé condition, meaning you can't do a lot of work on the cars once they start qualifying. They're pretty
Mm,
much locked. You can't change
right.
wings. You can't. You can't change components, but definitely, unless there's a safety reason, you can change them then like for like.
Hmm.
But the gearbox is something you'd have to get into, open it up, and tear it apart, and no way you can do
Makes it
that.
right.
So they took the shot that it was going to work, and it died on the outlap as he was going to the grid on
Wow.
Sunday morning. And yeah, it was pretty devastating. It was pretty depressing, because home race, sitting on a
Right.
pole. But yeah, unfortunately. So yeah, he's never seen the checkered flag. So we'll have to see when we talk about Monaco if that's going to be different this week or not for him.
Yeah. So I guess to like put a pin in the Spanish Grand Prix, anything that like really stood out that affects like the long-term outlook of this season? Or is it just more of the same for you, where Red Bull looks really good?
Yeah, I mean, this is a track they know very well. I mean, they've already tested here. This is the only track that they've, besides Bahrain, that
Hmm.
they've been on and actually driven on before this year with these cars. So they should have this stuff pretty well nailed down
Yeah.
for this track. I mean, it was interesting how bad Williams was doing this week, or last week, because of the fact they have this much information about the track. The green Red Bull, as we talked about earlier, didn't seem
Yeah.
to be that effective. The Aston Martin didn't seem to do it. Like it finished 11th and 13th. And like we were talking about last week, you're
Hmm.
not going to want to cheat and get caught for it if you're going to finish 11th and 13th. You might
No,
as well
you
make
have
something
to.
out of it.
Right. You
So
have
yeah,
to
we'll
get
have
at
to.
least a reward.
Yeah, we'll have to see something that's going on. I don't think that is settled as far as the intellectual property that's involved. I know
Mm,
I've heard Red Bull's doing a pretty thorough investigation of their own internal systems to see if somebody copied stuff
yeah.
that has left the firm and moved on to Aston Martin since then. And they're going to be looking into that. And if they think they have something, they're going to turn it over. These things do wind up in the court, in the criminal courts or in the courts of law
Yeah.
throughout Europe at times, because there's isn't really a FIA necessarily penalty. This is a business espionage issue at
Right.
times, and
Right.
these issues have wound up in courts with pretty interesting cases over time. It won't be something immediate, but
Yeah.
if you would think by the middle of the year or so, you would heard something out of Red Bull if they're going to press this on a legal basis and want to file charges
Yeah.
or instigate a lawsuit against them.
And I forgot too, you had this in our rundown. The last thing about Spain was apparently Drake was firing on Charles Leclerc.
Yeah, $230,000 bet for Leclerc to win. It's like, man, I don't know how much. I mean, like, hey, throwing money at Top Shot's one thing, but wow, putting 230, because so many things can go wrong on it. I'm sure he
Yeah.
was. I'm sure he was so thrilled, and then he must have been the most disappointed guy when
Oh,
that car starts slowing down.
right. And like he probably already counting his money a little bit too in that first third of the race
Yeah,
where he was just smoking everybody.
I imagine with his success, it's not going to affect his
Yeah.
standard of living at all. But it's silly. I mean, Phil Mickelson, the golfer, used to throw $1 million bets around at times too.
Yeah.
But yeah, wow, that's just that is confidence in that driver.
Well, if you want to go glass half full, that's how we know F1 is really hitting American mainstream now. Is that Drake is firing $250,000 bets on an F1 race?
Yeah, and by the way, full house in Spain, to the point where almost it was problematic for them. They weren't prepared. They had, I think, either no crowd or a little crowd last year. No race in 2020.
Wow.
And 2019, since the last time they've had it, and there wasn't a full house then. There were lots of people ingressing and egressing the event. Long lines, people fainting in line because of the heat and no
Wow.
water available for the people in line because you couldn't get out of line. So yeah, so the FIA has warned them, you guys better clean this up and you better fix these problems before next race, or we may fine you or possibly not renew your contract coming down the line.
Wow. Yeah, you can't have that, which is interesting because I feel like that was a concern in Miami with the conditions that they were going to have down there, and I didn't hear anything about that post race. But
No, remember this. Remember, Miami's got that football stadium there, so they're already. It's
that's
got
true.
ingress. Though that the one point they do use the freeway access point from the stadium is closed off because you have to cross the track. But yeah, yeah, but most definitely, I'm sure they were able to get people in and out of there. But Spain's thing was that they just didn't have the experience because they just haven't had that many people there for a
Yeah.
long time, and it was a full sell. I think they had something like 300,000+ over the 3 days, like 120,000 on Sunday. And from what I've heard already, Monaco is a complete sellout, and they expect full stands.
Wow.
I actually tried looking for some tickets for the USGP. I just thought about it. I didn't know when they went on sale, and a lot of the 3-day or most of the 3-day passes are already gone. There's only some
Wow.
individual day tickets left for Saturday, and I think the Sunday tickets will go on sale at some point in the future.
Yeah, I'm seeing a question here from Milo who's saying, what makes it stand out from other racing leagues? Milo, and again, I can't believe this is my advice, but I really I can't recommend the Netflix show enough. And I think it just does such a good job of showcasing like how dramatic this can be and how many different moving parts are involved in one race, and how it's not really just race day. It's everything that leads up to it. And I think when you have that context of it all, then you can see it week to week while following the races. You don't need like Netflix to do it for you. So for me, that's what, as a fan, that's what stood out to me. It's just there's a lot of drama, and I'm into it.
Yep, absolutely. It is. I mean, basically what it is, it's the premier open wheel racing series, meaning cars that don't have covers around the wheels like NASCAR does, or British touring cars or Australian supercars. It is the
Yeah.
premier open wheel series, races around the world, crowns a real world champion in the sense you go to 20 different countries.
Mhm.
IndyCar is top of the notch in America. They used to travel a little bit, but they don't really travel much anymore. And IndyCars tend to be faster, but they also tend to be heavier, and they also tend to run on more circular courses,
Mhm.
whereas Formula One is purely a street circuit course, but it is the top of the FIA's top of the list as far as open wheel series in the world.
I remember seeing the Monaco one for the first time, and I was like, I can't believe that they are racing on this. Like, this is insane. And then even last week, like you're seeing them go up to, I don't know, it was like 300 miles an hour, and then they're like, and then come down to this like tight corner, and they're going around like coming down to like 30 miles an hour, whatever. It's insane. It's insane to see it in the street racing.
No, absolutely, and it is. Which Monaco is a track where, for the most part, the way it's laid out right now is if they were not on the circuit and wanted to come in, they wanted to do a street course, they would never approve that street course.
Yeah.
That course is really not of the ultimate safety.
No.
It is somewhat dangerous. They've worked over the years to push back barriers and to move stuff around and to try to make it safer. But yeah, it would not be approved by the FIA if it was somebody that was brand new.
Yeah.
And that's the only reason it still exists is because it is Monaco.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, absolutely. Safety is the top of the list for them to do that. And Spain is a pretty good track for that stuff, and that's probably why it's part of why they practice there. That in the southern area of Spain, it's not too far. Remember, most of the teams are based in England, in the England Midlands
Right.
of England. Of course, Ferrari's in there, and AlphaTauri's in Italy, and Sauber is or Alfa Romeo is still out of Spain, I believe, or out of used to be in Switzerland with some UK stuff.
Mhm.
But yeah, most of the teams are in Europe. So when they do the practice sessions or the stuff where they're getting ready for this preseason, they move down to Spain because it's nice and warm. Then they've also moved into Bahrain too,
Yeah.
because I think there's a lot of Middle Eastern money been thrown at them to come down there because you got nice weather in February and early March.
What was the owner that was like arrested 3 years ago or 4 years ago? Who was I feel like that was from the first season of Drive to Survive. Wasn't there someone that was like pumping money into one of the teams and then lost ownership?
Oh, that might have been the Indian guy Malia, who
No,
had
yeah.
he owned the Force India team. That
Yeah.
actually believe is what Aston Martin became when
Okay.
Lawrence Stroll came along.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, that's right. I remember that from the first season. I forgot the seasons because they're delayed. Kind of, I get confused on where they
Right.
came from, and plus I actually binged all of them during the pandemic.
Same.
So they were all compressed for me as to what year.
Oh, 1 year.
Yeah. Yeah, he had an Indian airline and owned the team, and wound up basically facing criminal charges in England for basically fraud.
Fraud. Yeah.
And they put the team in what's called receivership, which is their version of bankruptcy.
Mhm.
And they were bought out of it. And then that's when Lawrence Stroll, Lance's father,
That's
came
right.
along.
That's right.
And that's how Lance wound up at that team, because he was at Williams and Daddy bought a team and Daddy put him in the car. So it's nice to have a billionaire father. Actually,
Thanks, Dad.
yeah. Well, I mean, Latifi's father is a Canadian billionaire also, and that's
Oh.
part of what funded Williams, which is interesting because there was talk last week because they ran one of the Formula E drivers in that car in session 1 in Latifi's car. And
Oh.
Williams, because of their new backer that bought the team out from the Williams family, I think it finally closed the middle of last year, or maybe a little bit earlier last year,
Mm.
has the resources now where they're considering. Well, Latifi is technically what you call a pay driver, meaning
Okay.
he's partially in that seat because they put enough money up, enough sponsorship, and that's for a lot of people how you get into F1, because you can't also be Mick Schumacher. Now Mick Schumacher's in that seat because he's a good driver,
Right.
and his last name is Schumacher,
It
and
helps.
his daddy was a 7-time world champion.
Yeah.
So those factors matter. Latifi doesn't have the lineage to get in. So his dad's a billionaire and basically and was writing sponsorship checks to Williams. But Williams is determining now as we want to move up the ranks with the new owners now who can run the team and financially make it stable. Plus
Right.
we have the cost cap in place.
Right.
Do we want to keep a pay driver, or do we want a driver? Can we get a better driver who isn't paying, who is not going to bring as much money into the team?
Well, and Latifi's found himself at the bottom of the rankings for it seems like week to week, unless people are
Yeah.
crashing. Like that's the only time he's not finishing 20th is if people crash.
And that's one of the reasons why they're looking at it. Is can we get a
Yeah.
better driver? Can we move the team up if we give up the money from Latifi's father?
Yeah.
So those are the two really big pay drivers. The Russian was the third, but with the Russian issues, he's out right now.
He's
So
out.
of course,
Wow.
so that one was what Haas was using for their sponsorships. If you
Yeah.
notice, the cars are now just sponsored by Gene Haas. And I don't know if you're familiar with what Haas is. Haas is one of the
Mhm.
leading Okay, yeah, machinery companies
Hmm.
in the world, and it's a multi-billion-dollar company. Gene Haas is probably a billionaire, so he
Yes.
can afford to do this, but not forever. They're not bringing upgrades supposedly until France, because they're one of the teams that I would also pick that probably isn't hitting up against the budget cap. I don't think they're spending all the $140 million they're allowed.
Yeah, it
So
doesn't seem like it anyways, based on what we've been seeing. I just want to remind the people too. I saw Rowdy Rod's comment, but if you are still in line for the W for the general queue, I believe there's 1,000 packs that's going in less than 3 minutes. So stand by if you're there for that. But now, yeah, let's pivot to Monaco a little bit and
mhm.
just see like what are we most excited about, looking forward to with this race. And we do have to remember, I see you made the note, we get a plug Team Hold Fantasy this week. We've forgotten to do it. So get in the Discord, join the fantasy league, and remember to update it before qualifying, which I keep forgetting to do.
And you can run up again. You can see how good a team owner you are. Can you beat Mike? Can you
That's
beat
right.
myself?
That's right. I'm gonna keep rolling out my McLaren boys, even though they underperform week after week, but I'm still gonna do it.
Well, Lando's under the weather a little bit. He's got tonsillitis, which
Yeah,
kind of
that's
shows you how
right.
young the guy is. I think he's only 22. So,
I know.
yeah, I know. Isn't that cool to have tonsillitis? But actually, it's not. It was tough. He wasn't talking a lot this week, from what they said. I saw an interview with him just before I came on, and he seems to be talking again, but he says he's better, but not all better. And I don't know if
Okay.
they're going to have to take the tonsils out or not. I mean, I don't know the medical situation on it, but that's certainly something that, as many kids have had, they don't go
Yeah.
away. They keep recurring. I mean, I had it as a kid.
Right.
Many kids have it, and they're going to probably have to take them out at some point. Maybe wait till the end of the season. I don't know.
I'm
But
impressed he made it to 22 without needing to take, because usually if that's a problem, that comes out when you're like 14 or
yeah, I think it
15.
was like 9 or 10 when I had
Yeah.
mine. So
Yeah.
yeah, and I don't want my tonsils. Okay, never mind. I'm talking about my tonsils. Never mind. It's not what we're here for. But yeah, no, he's under the weather. Kind of one of the things to look at this week is new cars, Monaco, rough street circuit,
Mhm.
bigger tires, which means that they compress less. They are stiffer tires, and also the suspensions are stiffer. The cars, and I put this in. The keyword for the week is compliant. How compliant is your car going to be over the bumps? And that's one of the things to watch for. The firm or the cars that are going to be the most compliant are going to be the most successful this week. And Red Bull looked like they were pretty good in the first session. For the most part, unfortunately, the Mercedes did not look good. Lewis Hamilton
No.
was not happy at all. He was complaining about it. And it wasn't, again, the porpoising as much as it is the cars being able to ride the bumps. Because if you notice, if you watch the seasons on Netflix, you'll see that the cars take a lot of curbs in a lot of the corners.
Mhm.
They don't do that with these cars because of the way they're set up with the ground effects and the stiffness of the suspensions. You don't really want to run these cars over curbs as little as you want to run them as little as possible
Right.
over curbs. The other problem is when you hit the bumps, the cars, I mean, you basically lose that downforce from the aero package you get from the ground effects. And some of them, because they're so stiff, they can actually bounce the cars off the ground. And I think that's part of what happened to Daniel in his crash was he hit a
Yeah.
bump. The front wheels went a little airborne. I mean, I'm not talking like a wheelie here. Just talking a little bit off the ground.
Well, when you're
And he
going that
couldn't
fast,
steer
I
it.
mean,
Yeah,
yeah,
and he couldn't steer it. And by the time the car came back,
you're in a
he was
wall.
toast.
Yeah.
Basically, he just ran right into the wall.
I will say
So
it wouldn't be Mercedes and Lewis Hamilton if he wasn't complaining about the shape of the car prior to a race too. I feel
well,
like
usually, yeah, no, it is a little different with him. He does complain a lot. You're all
yeah,
right about that. Generally, he's complaining about strategy or
true.
tires. Now he's complaining about, but yes, you're correct. It wouldn't without Lewis complaint. It's not a real F1 weekend.
And I'm pro Lewis. I know that that's his that's his energy. Is he's like, yeah, we're just not going to compete this year. Like before every race, it's just not the year for Mercedes. And then lo and behold, he's on a podium or something. Yeah, I feel like this is one of those races where if you are someone who bets on stuff, this is one of those times where you can do some long shot. I mean, not like super long shot, but and something that's not Red Bull or not Ferrari, only because I feel like, I mean, we're already seeing it in like the practice races, like anything can happen. And there's, because of how dangerous and tight some of this track is, you can see people into walls very quickly.
No, absolutely. And one of the things that might make this even more interesting, it really is going to be interesting because it's Monaco, is it may rain on Sunday. And
Ooh.
if you think a dry Monaco is interesting, you haven't seen a race, you've seen a wet Monaco.
Yeah.
It is just an absolute disaster. or it can be an absolute disaster with hitting cars or hitting walls, hitting each other, pit
Mhm.
stop strategies, safety cars. Yeah, it will be. I mean, if you're a fan, you're rooting for rain. If you're a
Yeah.
team owner, you're probably not rooting for rain unless you're maybe Williams, because that can really help shake up the grid a little bit. It was
Mhm.
funny because even Mick Schumacher, who's obviously down towards the bottom and hasn't scored a point this year yet, even he wasn't wishing for rain because he was confident that in the dry the Haas is going to be competitive.
Yeah.
But yeah, for the most part, if you're a team owner, unless you're Williams, you don't really want rain because that's
Right.
basically going to mean that you know what? I'm probably going to be spending a lot of money next week fixing cars because
Right.
something may hit something when it starts getting wet around Monaco.
I like that though. If you are Williams, you are like, well, maybe this is our week. This is
Yeah,
our
how
week.
bad can it be?
Yeah.
What's the worst? You can't finish lowest, you can't finish beyond last.
Right. Right.
So if I'm going to be last, then I'm going to be last. If I'm not, well, let me find out what the thing is here, and
Yeah.
yeah,
It is funny too because this is a track where it is kind of hard to pass, but so like it could go very chalky, but like there's still like just the variance I feel like is all over the place for this weekend.
yeah, no, absolutely. This is one of the races that probably has one of the highest variabilities of outcomes because of all the
Mm.
crazy things that can happen on this with tire strategies and with obviously with the Armco being right there running into somebody.
Mhm.
Yeah, this isn't a race this is a race where you get interesting results out of. I remember one race years ago where you had 3 cars running at the end, and you had the equivalent of the Alpine, the Alpine car won the
Yeah.
race.
Wow.
So yeah, you get some crazy stuff. Then you get but then you get results like Ayrton Senna won 6 times there, and actually would have won a 7th time,
Wow.
but he was cruising in the lead and literally just kind of like went to sleep mentally and ran into the barrier, going into the tunnel under the casino,
Wow.
and just ran it up again. It was yeah. I mean, we would have had 7 titles, but he was well in the lead, and like 10 laps from the end, just kind of mentally checked out and lost control of the car.
That's how you know this race is great because you get to say things like in the tunnel under the casino. Like only in Monaco.
Well, hopefully
Only
next year you'll get to see it.
Oh man, I hope so. I hope so. Just because that means we made it to Monaco. Even if we don't actually get to witness the race, I would just like to make it to Monaco. Um, so I guess like if you let's get into the prediction corner, right? Did we hit most of the I want to make sure we hit most of our rundown stuff for
Yeah,
this weekend, right? What so if you need to take some shots this weekend, what's your podium looking like?
boy, I don't know. I'm going to take a look at. I'm going to go with. I'm going to hope that Charles is able to win from his, you know, in his home Grand Prix. That would be awesome if he's able to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say probably Max second, and maybe Perez third.
Oh, I like it. I like it.
Not very exciting, but just the way that it is as far as hopefully it'll work out. Sorry, I was getting my pack there.
Oh, did you get one?
Yeah, I got a rare pack.
Oh, awesome. Feel free if you want to rip it on stream. Feel
Sure,
free to,
I'll rip it
yeah.
for you guys when we're done. Yeah, no problem.
I think for me, I want to go Charles as well. I'd probably go Charles Max 1-2. That being said, I think I'm going to throw Bottas on the podium this week.
Yeah, no, that's a good call. He's looking strong on it. In fact, I was looking at maybe putting him in my fantasy team this week because
Yeah.
Fernando hasn't been doing well, and it's kind of like, do I? I don't know. I'm still contemplating. I may make the switch. I was messing around with it last night,
Yeah.
but I tried to make a couple of switches, and the money just didn't add up for me. So
I feel like
unfortunately,
he's someone who's going to get hot a little bit. Like I'm not saying he's not really going to compete for a championship or anything, but I could see him getting, a couple podiums before too long. I think
no,
he's been performing well.
yeah, no, the way they're showing, yeah, absolutely. Now, the one thing though, you asked earlier about the engine problem with Leclerc.
Mhm.
Interestingly, Bottas had an engine problem this morning and missed most of FP1, I believe. He did fine in FP2 when they replaced the engine, but that was the same unit. The turbocharger went out on that one, and Mick Schumacher had an
Oof.
engine problem also. I don't know if it was the same component or not. So that may be
Okay.
something to look at.
So
You're asking about that was going to take a long term. Yeah, the longer term, that may be something with
Yeah.
these two. And if you're Carlos Sainz, you go, oh boy, am I next in line? Or
Yeah.
one of the other Ferrari, one of the other Ferrari cars. Are
And
they going
it's
to be
like
worried about it?
you don't need that in the back of your head when you're driving that
No.
fast, like trying to eliminate those things.
As loud as those cars are, trust me, the driver hears every sound that car makes, and they
Yeah.
know what it should sound like. And when it
Mhm.
doesn't, boy, that's when you start
Alarm
getting a
bells.
driver nervous, and you start getting
Yeah.
on the start. My car doesn't start. My car doesn't start.
Yeah.
Or like what was the Max? No power. No power.
No power. That's right. That's right. And I think is this like a 9 a.m. Eastern time start? I think this
Yeah,
weekend. I think it's
yeah.
9
I think
a.m.
I think it'll be 9, and I believe qualifying will be the same thing. It'll be 9 o'clock Eastern tomorrow, 6 o'clock Pacific in the morning.
That's right. That's right. So yeah, looking forward to this weekend. I really like, again, if you are trying to dabble into F1, you're new to it. This is like the one that I think it's like the biggest spectacle outside of it being for a championship. It's just a fun one to watch, and it's just insane. Like truly, when you're seeing them going around, you're like, this is not a racetrack. Like you shouldn't be racing here.
No.
It's insane. It's a good
Yeah.
one though.
And if you're a racing fan, you can follow that up with about, I don't know, probably after the end, probably within an hour or so, will be the Indy 500.
That's right. That is this weekend as well.
Mhm.
This
Sunday
will be a
morning.
fun one.
Well, Sunday
Sunday
morning for
morning.
us. It
Yeah.
starts, I think, at noon Eastern or
Yeah,
so
noon
the
or
pre-race
1, something
starts.
like that.
Yeah, noon or 1. I'm not sure when the pre-race starts at noon or 11
Yeah.
Eastern time. But yeah, you can follow that right up. And yeah, for me, it's a great. I mean, it is the Sunday of Memorial Day weekend when Monaco falls on it is the racing junkies weekend.
Yeah.
Because
It's
you
a
start
lot of
off
fun.
early with Monaco, then you get Indy, and then if you want to, you watch the NASCAR race, which is the longest race of the year.
Yeah, that is a long ass race. That is where that's again, as a novice fan, it's in that sweet spot of 90 minutes to 2 hours where it's like it's how I got into soccer. It's the same way. I'm like a 90-minute contest, I can do that. My brain understands that. James, this is awesome, man. I think I know we've been doing it just the Friday of race weekends, but I feel like I think we should just do this every Friday if you and Mihal when he's back are up for it, because I'm really enjoying this little like 30-minute F1 rundown.
Sure, it works most weeks for me.
Yeah, so we'll keep doing this during the happy hour. But yeah, let's have you rip your run it backpack before we
Sure.
get you out of here.
Want to walk me through this? I haven't done this before.
Yeah, there should be a share screen button there down towards the bottom.
Okay.
The bottom of your screen, and then you just pick the window that has, or the tab that has the WNBA Top Shot page open.
Okay, let me try one thing here. I'm going to pop this out into a separate window.
Yeah, it might be easier that way. And it looks like, all right, it looks like the line's just about paused now. I stopped at 1844. I don't think I would have been able to get a second one anyways, but I was curious. Just Jeff says, got a rare pack pull to Sophia Young Malcolm. Not familiar with her, but the interweb says she's very good. This is what I was saying earlier about this drop. I think they did a very good job selecting the moments, and there's not too many of them. Like in past NBA run it backpacks, right? We've had a ton of moments, and there's only a handful here, so they're all very solid.
Okay,
very solid.
Did I do that right or not?
I'm not seeing it on my end yet. So there should you just have to approve it. Yep, now I'm seeing it. And then I'll just wait. You should probably move your tab over to the WNBA because right now,
Got it.
Yeah, there we go.
Thanks.
Bang, and you're up on screen.
Okay, here we go. Let's see if I have some opening pack luck and not Dustin luck.
There we go. Let's leave the Dustin luck at the door. Yeah, these have been good though. I'm excited. I think they did a good job with the run it back. I think you have to let it hover for a second and it'll tell you. There we go. They changed that because Top Shot Talk complained so much about it giving it away.
Here we go. Ooh, pretty low serial.
Triple digit. There we go.
You pulled that with one of your earlier packs.
I pulled 3 of those. You pulled 3 of
those. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So, Sark Holmes got the Sue Bird. There we go.
Okay.
Alana Beard. There we go.
Come on.
Right,
Sue Bird.
Run Chicago Sky. Ooh, low
94.
Serial. Oh, so this is a great one. This is a really good one.
This is a good one? Okay, cool.
I think for me it went Sue Bird, Foles, and then Becky Hammond. Those are my top 3. So this is really good.
Cool.
Yeah. First.
Yeah, I followed a little bit. I'm not a walking. I mean, I can't name as many players as I can for the NBA.
Yeah.
But some of them I know. So cool.
We'll call it. It's a W. It's a W.
All right.
All right, James. Thanks again for coming on, man. I really do. I know we've said this offline, and Dustin gave you a lot of flowers last week, but we love doing this, and You got a voice for it, my friend.
Well, I have a face made for radio, I was told, so hopefully it'll work out fine.
No, now you're a streamer, man. Now
All
you're a
right.
streamer.
Okay.
All right,
Thanks,
we'll get
Mike.
you
I
out of here.
appreciate it.
Yeah,
Okay.
take care.
Bye.
Shout out James again, the best in the F1 biz, baby. I would have gone Leslie over Foles. Oh yeah, I forgot Leslie was in this drop too. That's also a good one. Also a good one. Are they still not streaming this drop either? Let's double check this quickly. I'm gonna hang for like another 25, 30 minutes. They're still not streaming the drop. I can't believe it. If you guys want to come on and rip your pack, if you just landed one and you want to rip, love to have you come on. And then I'm just gonna hang out. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna play the theme song because your boy needs to take a pee break. I need like a "We'll be right back." We need like a song or something like that that's gonna hold. So I have a minute 33 to make this happen. So we're gonna play the theme song. Hang tight.
Well, the top side streets are a dangerous place, so you better tune in to a credible face like this one. Yeah, this one. And you know he's not alone, and they're coming in hot. We got a lake so stand and a guy who really likes baseball. I don't know why he likes baseball. We got legs and a guy in a bear suit. We're making money up to clips, big ticket flips. We got potential to draw. She's in the NBA. What else can I say? You gotta get in the know. Even Washington's inside game. Live talking flag. Why are you selling so low? Those Canadian bacon and friends. Fun never ends. Come on and get on the show. Big hole, big hole, big hole, big hole. People are freaking out enough. Why not? Lose my mind. What is happening? This is the financial advice.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back. No, all right. We're back. We're back. Anybody want to rip some shit, huh? For those of you that forgot, we are doing a little giveaway. You got to put hashtag W run it back. Run it back, if you will, the W. So throw that into the chat. I'm going to give away a moment right now. I'm going to give away one of my ivory lattes because I got a lot of them. Let's go see. I think we've got 3, right? We got 3 over here. All right, I'm going to leave this because I can't get another pack anyways. Let's go over to my moments and see what we got over here. Let's see. Collector score has been going down. Or top score, time shot score, excuse me. Yeah, see, we got Ivory. We're going to give away this one right here. So we're going to give it away. We got 128 entrants. Remember, you need to like the stream, subscribe, throw that into the chat. And then you know what? Let's just hang out, guys. What else do you want to talk about? Let's hang out. You guys got questions for me? What do you want to do? We've talked about Top Shot. We've talked about all their announcements. We've talked about the W. I feel like we've covered a lot of good stuff today. Good morning. Good morning for details. There we go. Devil's in the details. You know what I'm saying? Obi-Wan thoughts. I haven't watched it yet. So I do. I will watch it because Greg and Dustin monitor everything I do. They bugged my house. But I will watch it. I am excited for it. Have other people seen it? Yeah, Raptor News, dude. So last night, for those of you that weren't there last night or didn't see the announcement today or when I talked about it earlier, so we're doing this thing with Playback where we are we're streaming. You can stream games, and not only can you stream games, like we're going to do this for, and so basically it's a stream like this, except I'm a little circle bubble, and then we're watching a game. So we watched the Mavericks Warriors game live, no tape delay or anything. We watched it live, and we've got a chat. It feels like a Discord chat while we're streaming the game. And it's easy to bring people on. And what we learned is that it's not just like, we're not just doing it for NBA. So we'll be like, Greg will be able to do his Sunday night baseball if he wants to. When the NFL comes around, we'll be doing a bunch of that. Hopefully with the red zone, that'd be a lot of fun. But you can even do other shit too. Like we could do a movie night if we wanted to or something like that. So we're really excited to mess around with that. I think we're going to have a lot of fun. Anthony says, sorry. If I missed it, did you get a driver's Dapper NFT? I didn't, Anthony. Mainly because I'm just a little bit gun shy right now on NFTs. Daniel Moore just came back. He's still talking about F1. No, Daniel, we stopped, so you can come back and hang out. Stefan says, really enjoyed your Wednesday. Stefan, I don't even remember what Wednesday was. Was I loud? I don't remember. Is playback free? So playback, it's weird. It is free if you already have a cable subscription, or like say you do sign up for YouTube TV, as long as you can log into YouTube TV, NBA TV, NBA League Pass, Hulu, Verizon, Cox, whatever your cable, however you access that, if you can log into that, you can watch it. So you don't have to pay for anything as long as you already have that. Team hold sleepover. All right, Getty. What are you looking most forward to? NFT NYC. How many people are going to NFT NYC? I know the New York crew's going, but is anybody coming into the city for that? I know Club Top Shot is doing a live show at the Underdog Studios in Brooklyn that I'm going to be attending. And I'm very excited about that. I think that'll be a lot of fun. Knights of Degen just announced their event. I think it's going to be at Slate, and Slate's always a wild time. So I'll go hang out at that, I think, for a little bit. I'm excited to see the First Mint Gang. I think that'll be a good time. But that's probably like, Top Shot still hasn't announced if they're going to have any presence there or anything like that. So I wonder if they're going to be here. But I'd like to check that out. My bachelor party is a week from today, and it's hard for me to think about anything else until that happens. That is like the biggest thing on my to-do list. I don't know why I feel stressed is not the right word. I don't feel stressed. It's just a lot. It's a lot's going on in a short amount of time. Kelsey and I were talking about it. I feel like our entire summer is already planned, and that is a shitty feeling. You don't want that. I want free time, baby. Give me that free time. Kawaisenberg says, are they going to have a second set of moments dropping in the future for this WNBA run it back and archive sets? That's a great question. I don't know. I didn't think so, but now that you say that, it makes me think maybe, but I saw, and I know the 7 moments seems tiny, but I wonder if they were just like reacting to what they did with the last run it back set that we saw in the NBA. Strippers. No, that's not my vibe, Jump Shoot. It's not my vibe. I don't know why. Like, I'm not, listen, pro sex workers, go do what you need to do. Get that money. But for me, I'm just not, I don't want to do that. Also, my dad's going to come down for part of it. Kelsey's dad's going to come down for part of it. That's not my bag. Not my bag. Yeah, it would be wild if they were like, hey, by the way, here come the rest of the W moments. That would suck. That would suck if that happened. But I bet if that is the case, I'm sure that's in the blog. I wonder if we can find that in the roadmap. Let's go on a journey together. Let's give away this Ivory right now. Remember, shoot me a DM if you win this bad boy. Here we go. Ivory Alada. We got 130 entries. Who's this going to? Also, I got to change my backdrop here. Who's it going to? Ryan. Shout out, Ryan. Big dubs. Big dubs for Ryan. I wonder how many people left, though. How many people left after we started talking F1? They're like, now you don't know that you won. Get one of those hair. There we go. This is a great call. I know. So Kawaisenberg, we have it on good authority that it's most likely going to be the second weekend, right? So which sucks because the first weekend of Summer League is way better than the second weekend. I think everybody agrees on that. You see more stars the first weekend. All the players are out there. It's more hype. Nobody actually cares who wins the Summer League championships. You just want to see the rookies in their debut performances, right? And then as they get closer to the end, people either get hurt or they decide like to shut down. So that's a bummer that it's going to be the second weekend. But my understanding is they're waiting for a venue. But it's like, guys, it's May 27th. Like, what venue? I don't know. Maybe we can direct our questions to the GM now. Maybe we can direct them there. Rick Souls. I'm going to a small town. We're going to Connecticut, which as white as it gets. But we're gonna do a little bit of golfing. We're gonna be near a casino. We're gonna be doing a little bit of gambling. What else are we gonna do? We're going axe throwing. We're gonna do some axe throwing. It's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Sources say that's right. I forgot to say sources say. First time watching F1 part of the show. Love it. Yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome. James does a great job. Mihal, too, when he's here. Both bring great perspectives and have been fans of the sport for a long time. And I am a new fan who's jacked up about it. So, and also, guys, listen, that's for me. All right. I do a lot of content I don't give a shit about sometimes. That half hour's for me, baby. TS can't find a venue in Vegas. My understanding, Jump Shoot, I don't want to throw them under the bus for this. Also, I don't know why I keep adjusting the mic, but I think we're going to go back to the ASMR. My understanding is that NBA Top Shot is in conversations and discussions with the venue and is waiting for approval. And then once approval is done, they will announce it, but they are afraid to make the announcement for fear of rugging everyone. They weren't too scared to rug us with the TSS, though, am I right? Oh! Dab on them. For playback, can anyone stream or only hashtag influencers? So what their playback is also in public beta. So they are slowly growing. And their plan, I think right now, is they're targeting people with built-in communities already to try to get users over there, right? So that is why we have been granted. I think it's the future. So I'm pretty excited about it. And I think Consigliere, like if you have a large group, or not even a large, but just like a community that's into this stuff, there's ways to get involved. So recommend following them on Twitter. I think it's just at Playback or at Watch Playback. You can just pull it into Twitter, you'll find it. But definitely recommend coming and checking out some shows and seeing how you like it. Stubbs says, what day will the hangout be if you know Saturday night? Yeah, my guess it's going to be Saturday night. So I hate that it's going to be just the second weekend. I really do. I'm really bummed out about that because I think I'm going to go out there a little bit earlier because I just want to be out there. I want to cover this. I want to treat this like the media, baby. So yeah, anyways, I'm interested in, oh wait, hold on. Hold on, let me get back there. Stubbs, Saturday night, I think is the plan. We're going to go to the Park Bar or Park. I don't know. It's the same place we went to last year. It was a great outdoor beer venue. It was great. We loved it. The venue is just waiting for the GM to be announced. LOL. That was pretty good. I'm thinking about it. Okay, you are Clippers team captain. Consigliere, you know what? If you want, what we could do, I'd be happy to work with you on this. If you want to shoot me a DM, maybe what we can do is get you started with our Team Hold streams. Maybe if it's cool with you, we get your Clippers people in. Maybe I jump on the first one with you guys, get you cooking, and then as you grow a little bit, maybe we can get you going on your own. I don't know. Shoot me a DM. We can talk about it. Gonna be like 6 games total that second week. Yeah, it's the end of the knockout. Like, we're not even gonna see all the teams. It's brutal. It's terrible. The first weekend was so sick, man. LeBron was there. Like, it was crazy. We saw James Wiseman look like Thanos. I'm pretty bummed. That it's the second weekend. No morning marketplace on Monday. Jump Shoot. It depends how my weekend goes, man. It depends how my weekend goes. Full disclosure. I'm probably gonna want to do content. I'll be bored. What else am I gonna do on Monday? I think I'm getting my suit fitted on Monday, but that shouldn't affect the morning marketplace. So we're gonna still do it. All right. What else do you have for me? Jump Shoot just got here. It's okay. What else you guys have for me? I'm down to hang. Monday mimosas? No, I'm not going to drink in the morning. Not on Monday. This is a good week of content, guys. We did a lot. Yesterday was insane, right? So we did an impromptu happy hour yesterday for the NFL All Day Packs. We did 3 different streams yesterday. Morning Marketplace, NFL All Day Pack, and then what did we do? What was the other thing? Playback. We did Playback, NFL All Day, Morning Marketplace. Wednesday, we had a couple shows. We've just been cooking, guys. We've just been cooking. I appreciate everyone being here and continuing to hang as we find our voice, you know? Oh, dude, you're absolutely right, Borland. This is a great idea. Borland, this is a great-ass idea. We should talk about that. Better Sell Call. I'm afraid Bagged Wine, I would love to talk about this. I'm afraid to spoil it for people. I would love to talk about this, though. I also, what was the other thing? Under the Banner of Heaven on FX, Hulu, whatever, with Andrew Garfield. It's a weird ass show. It's so good though. It's like really cooking right now. Highly recommend that if you're looking for like a weird show. That one's really, really good. Stubbs says, any celebrity sightings at the wedding? No, I don't think so. Right? I mean, I don't know. Maybe people you've seen in commercials, but no celebs. G Dunn, he's a celebrity. Ooh, JJL Smith's got a pack to rip. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let me share this link right now. I'm gonna drop that in there. Guys, NFT. Yeah. Who? Anyone else coming to New York City for the NFT? New York City NFT. Do we think Dapper's gonna be here at all? I still can't believe they haven't announced anything. Yeah, don't worry. I won't spoil. But yeah, JJL, just dropped a link in the chat. Come on over. I thought you didn't get a pack. Didn't you say you guys missed out on packs? Didn't we miss out on the packs? Also, Jamie from Penelope's Country Club, they're doing a mint coming up for their token. And they gave Team Hold pre-mint. So obviously do your own research, but if you're in our Discord, which I'll share a link to our Discord now, and go over to the general NFT, you can find all that information there. And it was nice. They gave us a little promo code or like a code that gets us in there early. So if that's something you're interested in, recommend checking it out. All right, JJL, get in here. Let's rip a W pack, baby. Let's go get that Sue Bird. I'm curious what the floor on these are going to be. I got to tell you guys, for the first time in a while, I scrolled through my account valuation. Man, it's weird because I've always seen the number. I can always see like, oh, this is my account's down like 0.5% or whatever. Looking at the specific moments and where they're at, down bad. Like Trae Young's TSD, I think is like under $200. It's crazy. Federico said I'm muted. Federico, I think you might have muted me, man. This might be you. Co-sign the glassware. What, this glass right here? This glass right here is dope. Let me see if I can. It wouldn't. Oh, is it gonna? There we go. Springdale. Look at how sick this camera is, by the way. Look how sick this camera is. Springdale Beer Company. No ads, though. Don't buy shit from them. Tommy says, what's up, Mikey Zacks? Great call on Janie being there. Listen, I'm going to be honest, guys. I had inside information or outside information because it didn't really come from inside. I knew that she'd been the GM for like 8 or 9 weeks. Honestly, you know what we're going to do right now? You guys want to know why I was pissed? I'm not even pissed. This is where my concern comes. Let's hope JJL Smith gets here soon. That's all I'll say. JJL, where are you at, baby? Want you to rip that pack. But yeah, I'm excited to see what these are going to go for. Like, I want to see how bad the market really is. But I don't even think I want to flip mine, though. I'm excited to have Becky Hammond. I like these run it backs. I think they've done a good job with the rollout of these. I'm looking for it. Hold on. Where is... Oh, here it is. Let's see. Dare to go outside. Is it hailing right now? I got to take my dog out soon, guys. Dude, releasing the email. That's what I was thinking about doing. I was thinking about just sharing this right now. Stop the cap. Stop the cap. We got to take another sip. Ooh, Kawhisenberg wants to rip too. Hell yeah. All right, I'll drop the link in here again, just so if you guys want to come on. Oh, he already got the link. Let's go. Kawhisenberg's here. What's going on, my man?
What's going on, Mike? How are you?
It's good. Is that what Deontay Johnson sighting in the background?
Yeah. Little Deontay action up there.
There we go, dude. Good to put a name with the Kawhisenberg or a face with the Kawhisenberg name. I feel like you've been around forever.
Yeah, I've been in the chat for I don't know, almost a year now, man.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So I'm sitting here, quiet Friday, watching Team Hold. Thought I'd come rip my rare pack.
Dude, and look at the Kawhisenberg lighting in the background.
Shout out to the lovely Annabelle, my girlfriend, who's working in the next room. It's a nice little Valentine's Day present.
It's excellent stuff. That's excellent stuff.
Yeah.
All right, man. Let's rip a little W.
Yeah, I use StreamYard every couple days, so hopefully I
should
can get this going here. Let's see. Google Chrome would like to record this. Oh yeah, okay. I guess I
Oh.
need to open my preferences here. So
Yeah, there you go.
stand by, sir.
Wait, what are you streaming on the Ray? You a DFS tout?
Yeah, I'm one of those degens.
Yeah, there we go. I love
The
it.
scum of the earth.
No way. No way. You guys get me through the day.
Oh, okay. I might have to. It says Google Chrome will not be able to record the contents of your screen until it is quit. So I may have to reboot here and jump back in if that's all right.
Yeah, that's fine. Absolutely.
All right, man. I'll be back.
All right. Rugged. We got rugged by Queisenberg. Unbelievable. I guess I'll just share the DMs, guys. Let's see. I feel like we lost JJL too. He's like, should I come on? I really shouldn't share it. I want to, but there we go. I'll think about it some more. How about Queisenberg's setup, man? That put my setup to shame. The setup was incredible. All right, here we go. He's back.
The setup's all right, man. I got
dude,
a couple of improvements I want to make. It's just a couple pieces of memorabilia back there.
It's you know what it is. It's how close you are to like the shelving behind you as well. I think that helps. Like it's a good, you got good spacing.
I almost turned it green for you, man. I think the Celtics are gonna.
I hope so.
Gonna pull it out tonight. I'm a Spurs guy, but a basketball fan in general. So.
Oh wait, so were you pro my DeJounte Murray run then earlier this year?
Oh man, that may have kept me around through some of the dark days.
It is so funny to go back and see that I had 35 of those for a little while.
I was jealous, and then now not so much. I think I have 3, and I'm fine with it.
Yeah, I think I'm down to 3. I unloaded a lot of them to get there, and then there were 4 set.
All right, well, let me quit wasting everybody's time here.
No, it's good. You kept me from sharing the DMs. It was good.
Here we go. Here's a we'll do a little flex there.
Oh, what are we sitting on?
Yeah, I got the vault going here, man.
Wow.
I'm not patient with a lot of things in life, Mike, but with my packs,
I'll
scroll all the way down.
Wow. All right. I thought you had a base set series 1 there for a second, but that's not what that is, right?
I wish. I haven't been able to hold any of those. And my luck has, I think I've hit 2. Wednesday was the first one I didn't go for.
Yeah.
It's just not worth it right now.
No, it's not. It's tough. I mean, like we say that, and then our man Daniel Sawinski in the chat just smashed a Giannis, and he's like, "Take that, Zakarian."
Yeah, and of course, the only tweets that you see about that are the Giannis is the Jazz, the LeBron debut. It's just like, well, I should have lined up, and whatever.
Well, and then Reggie Bullock says hello.
Yeah, exactly. All right, you ready to do this? I'm hoping for Becky Hammond, man. Spurs fan, old Silver Stars fan, and kind of ran with that to the Aces, and now to see her go from the Spurs to the Aces is fun. So
yeah. Well, hey, I'll tell you what. If you pull Sue, Sylvia, or Leslie, I'll swap. With you. Yeah, I'll swap with you.
I'm in for it. I
have no idea where they're going to land price wise, but I like all of them. So
who knows? I don't know if I shared my audio, but I'm gonna mute it.
Yeah,
just so I can hear the dulcet tones of Zakarian.
There we go. Can't go wrong.
All right, we're
going to get you an Ivory Lotta, I think.
Yeah, right. Seen a lot of those around today.
Yeah, there we go. Swing cash,
swing cash action. I haven't seen any of these yet. I think except the Lotta and the Becky, or I guess the Foles that was ripped. So we'll swing cash. Not bad. In the loss though.
That's tough.
It's always an interesting decision.
Agreed. We got here.
Easy Wayland.
All right. You can join my Wayland Discord.
Here we go.
Sparks. Los Angeles Sparks. There we go. We got a trade. That was great. Good stuff. That's a good pull.
Yeah. Not bad. And I love seeing the old, I know it's the old Storm colors there, but just copying over the Sonics. And I do think the Sonics are going to come back.
Dude, did you see that? So that announcement today, right? Or yesterday that Seattle and Las Vegas. Which I was immediately hyped for that. And then I was listening to the Athletic podcast this morning. And I think it was Zach Harper or maybe it was Jay King that it kind of hammered it a little bit where they were like, what did they say? There's not 32 stars in the league. Nikola Vucevic has made 2 All-Stars. And I was like, damn, you're right. You're right.
Hey, they're not wrong. And if we need expansion, it's on the W side.
Absolutely.
When Crystal Dangerfield is having to be picked up every 2 weeks on a hardship deal. I mean, she was rookie of the year 2 years ago.
I know. It made me think, which is unfair, but I immediately was like, what's going on with Crystal Dangerfield? Like, is there something? Because Minnesota had some weird comments when they released her, because there was like the coach made a comment like the week before that was like, everyone needs to like something about team oriented versus me oriented, some like coach speak, right? But then to get cut twice.
There was maybe some of that last year because she definitely didn't play as big of a role in her second year as she did her rookie year. But now I think they're just tanking. Like once you get to the middle of the W season, there's at least 3 teams that, and not trying to be too harsh, but that just are worthless at that point.
Yeah.
There's not a ton of parity, and there's not enough teams for all the talent that we have on the women's side. So man. But back to the NBA expansion. Sorry to just take over your show here, but
I needed it.
We actually did. So I do a podcast with 2 of my co-hosts over there. Shameless plug, FTN for your DFS stuff. If you're not already, there's tons of outlets, but that's where I am. And on our NBA podcast, we actually did an expansion draft for both a Vegas team and a Seattle team at the same time with the rules and everything. So maybe I'll shoot you the results of that. The teams are ugly, but
I was gonna say, who are the best players on both teams?
Oh man, let me see if I can pull it up. If I have it saved.
It's okay if you don't have it with you. Don't worry about it.
We had, like Chetty Osman was like one of the better players that got moved over there. So it wasn't great. Let me see. I don't know. Maybe I'll shoot it over to you in a DM or something later. Just so
we'll
you can
talk about it next week.
Have fun and look at it.
It is funny because I was like, hell yeah, we need it back in Seattle. Las Vegas seems to be a good sport. Like the Raiders seem to be doing all right there. Home of Summer League. I love that idea. And then the second they said that, I was like, you're right. That's like, we do have a lot of talent in the league. And maybe some of the best players in the history of the game all at once, but that doesn't mean we have 32 of those.
No, there's no question about that. But I could care less really about Vegas getting a team. I'm sure there's some Vegas people that are like, hey, what the hell? But Seattle Washington State in general is a basketball hotbed. And the fact that Seattle doesn't have a team is tough.
I know. And they want one. Like everybody wants one there. It's not like they're not like, oh, I guess we don't have it. We'll just be Gonzaga fans. And I don't think that's not really their energy.
All
right, man.
Up for archive here?
Oh yeah, I'm definitely lining up for archive.
Nice.
I think we're gonna are you?
Yeah, I'm in there.
I'm glad you reminded me because I forgot to do that. So when that drop's happening in 20 minutes, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm in on these. I feel like they did a good job with the min counts on these, and I think these are going to age well.
Yeah, I'm a little worried about my S2, as are most of us, I think, at this point. But
were you a super stacker?
I would not to like Jeb's level or a deep threat, but I had my CS strategy and did some things there. So I did a lot of Spurs stuff. I was trying to set myself up for, if I'm going to get something from my favorite team in the future, wanted to be up there on the leaderboard. So
I do really like, and I'm not even saying this because our man Alan in the chat right now. What's up, Alan?
Hey, there's Alan.
I really do believe that there's going to be somewhat of a soft landing, I think, and I don't know what that's if it's gonna come out in crafting or come out in something else, but I do think there's almost going to be like a nod to that because I think they recognize it. I mean, clearly the new GM was replying to tweets about it, being like, "Hey, mate, we need to take this into account." So we'll see.
Hey, if we're still with them after all this, I don't know how many of us are actually, we're here for life. It feels like
no one's there's at least 70 people who are watching this right now that are still lining up for packs. So.
All right, man. Well, I appreciate you having me on,
dude. Thanks for coming on. I'm glad we finally get to meet you, and we'll have to get you back on here soon when it's expansion draft time.
yeah, no doubt, Mike. Appreciate it.
All right, take it easy, Questenberg.
See you, man.
Good stuff. That was fun. Guys, I like meeting people. That's always exciting. I saw from JJL Smith in the chat-a-rooney. He said that he's got that Fiji Wi-Fi. So living the Fiji life with the Fiji Wi-Fi, which means he's not going to come on and rip. It looks like we are, what are we? Are we 20 minutes away? 19 minutes away from the archive drop. I'm excited for this one. I don't think I'm going to stream for the whole time, though. I think it might be time to wrap it up soon. We're hitting the 2-hour mark, and things get a little loopy. Things get a little loopy after 2 hours. So I appreciate everyone showing out today. We had a good time, and all week, guys. We've had some really good stuff. If you guys haven't joined the Discord, make sure you do that. Oh, JJ from Fiji, let's go. Let's go. How we doing, my man?
Johnny come lately. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. You sound good. You sound good living that Fiji life, man. What's up? How's vacation?
Good so far. Celtics game, day of golf. Celtics game, day of golf. So we're just rocking it out.
So what time does the Celtics game start for you tonight?
12:30 in the afternoon. It's perfect. Perfect drinking time.
That is odd. Wait, what time is it right now?
Right now it's 8:30 in the morning or something like that. So
beautiful.
Yeah,
could you see that I couldn't do that math on my own? Then I was like, I need you to tell me.
It's Fiji time down here. You never know what time it is.
That's incredible.
Everything's slow, whatever.
I'm very jealous. Very jealous. Well, congrats on landing a pack. I thought you missed, so I'm glad you got in there.
I did miss, but I got an airdrop. So I figure let's open that puppy up, you know.
Which set are you holding that got you that? Is that the run it back set?
No, it's the one that had the friggin' Tarasi and Vander.
Oh, the fandom set.
Yeah, that one. I think that's the one that got it. So let me try and share this here. Done this before. I should know what I'm doing.
Are you pre-golf right now or no golf?
No golf today, just Celtics game today.
Just Celtics.
We're gonna do Celtics game today. So
I love these.
Yeah, one or the other. I just go to the golf course. They got the bar open. They got all the good stuff open. So
perfect.
Yeah.
You got to scroll around for all the packs so we can see.
Oh, you want to see? We got
to see the vault.
We got a few here. We got to start getting into some of these running backs soon.
Look at 3 of them. We're sitting on 3 packs.
Yeah. I don't know where all those came from.
This is we saved our whales for the end of the day between you and Kawhisenberg sitting on Rising Stars packs.
I've just all of a sudden become a pack collector. I don't know how that really happened.
Hollow packs.
We got some hollow packs.
Wow.
We're gonna hang out of those for a while.
Wow.
We'll see. But yeah, it's fun. We're gonna keep one of each for a while at least, anyway. But yeah, let's do this, baby, huh?
Let's do it.
Let's do this.
That's it.
Let's do it.
Yeah, exactly. Hold up multiple hollows.
We haven't seen a bird yet today, right? Nobody's pulled.
No, we're due for a bird. We're due for a bird.
All right.
We're due for a bird. We just had a pleasant trade with me and Kawhisenberg with Leslie and Becky Hammond.
Oh, beautiful.
There we go. So there's your run it back.
All right. And we got the archives. All right, let's do the archives. I'll complete both of these at some point. I was wondering, you guys were talking, hey, swing cash. Nice.
I like that one.
I was wondering if they're coming out with more drops of both of these sets. Like, I assume there would be a second one, but
yeah, I honestly wish I did my homework before this started and went back and looked. Oh, welcome to the Ivory Gang.
I'm pretty sure they actually minted 15,000 of these.
That's
a fake.
We've ripped like 35 today.
Right.
I need to go back and look at the roadmap on that. Ooh, Leslie.
Come on. Yes. 2 for 2.
Let's go.
Oh, that's a good one.
Beautiful.
Oh, my girlfriend is going to want that one real bad. Yeah.
Well, she should have got a pack because you did.
She should have got a pack. Should have got a pack.
Oh, that's great. Nice
Good.
hit.
That was fun.
Well, hey, man, we appreciate you taking time from that tough daily routine that you got going on, you know?
Hey, you know, one day at a time. It's over tomorrow. Back to the grind on Monday. So we'll see how we go.
There we go. Enjoy it. Well, hopefully you don't even have to wait for a game 7. We wrap it up tonight and go home, right?
Love it.
Love that energy.
I'll be tanked for you. See you, mate.
All right. Thanks for coming on. Take care.
Cheers, mate.
Shout out JJL. Best Celtics. Well, not the best Celtics, but like a top tier Celtics fan. I'm not going to call him the best while I'm on here. You know what I mean? Kawhisenberg already sent me the Lisa. Well, Kawhisenberg, rugged. I'm keeping the Becky. I'm just kidding. I'll send that to you right when we end this. All right, let's call it there, guys. Good stuff, everybody. Thanks for hanging out today. This was a blast. Join the Discord if you haven't done that. You can find it in the show notes. Go Celtics, obviously. Let's change the colors. Let's do this. Come on. There we go. Go green. Go green. We'll be back on Monday, I believe. Definitely check out our links for playback. We're excited to do that again in the future. Good luck to everybody with the archive drops. And shout out to our man James. Our man James, who came on and talked some F1, and then everybody that came on to Repex. For the third time today during this stream, we'll do the theme song, and we're going to get out of here. See you guys.
Well, the top side streets